The following program, The Nightcap, is set for a mature audience. Actually, screw that. The following program, The Nightcap Live, is set for the most immature audience on the planet. That's right, we have people that tune in and week out from all around the globe, so we hope that you have a little bit of a sense of humour, you don't mind adult content, and you don't mind little words like boobs and titties and ball sacks and, you know, all the other stuff that goes with it, like, I don't know, vaginas. It doesn't really matter if you've got a sense of humour, you're gonna love it here on the show. Hell, you might even hear some fart jokes, and that's okay too, because farts are funny. We've also got a very, very unhealthy infatuation with bells. So you might hear that throughout the course of the show, but relax. It's all in good fun. So this is what I suggest. I suggest that you take your shirt off, get naked if you want, and get ready to have some fun here on The Nightcap. Welcome aboard Nightcap Rail. We hope that you enjoy your travel. All we ask is you refrain from pushing your boobs, balls and penis up against the windows of the train. This has caused serious injury to farmers in the local area. Thank you again for riding the Nightcap Express. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nightcap. Round the world. A big hello to each and every one of you around this wonderful planet of ours and our intergalactic followers as well. It is good to have each and every one of you here with us week in, week out on this crazy adventure that is the Nightcap Live. This is where things go a bit more wild, a little bit more risque, a little bit more naughty, and definitely a lot more grown up than what we all pretend that we are, because here on the show, anything goes. And to prove my point, penis. Ha! Like that. You weren't expecting a penis this hour of the morning, and that's what I keep telling my wife, and she fucking loves it. Anyway, literally, big hello to each and every one of you around this wonderful planet of ours. It is good to have you here. If you've come over from watching our other videos on the channel and you've just discovered this is a live, relax. Things go a little bit different here on this particular program. We don't necessarily get into video breakdowns and stuff, but we do have a lot of bloody good fun. So you should just sit back, relax, take your shirt off and get naked if you want, because we're going to have a great time here on the show, because they have just come back from their secret mission back to wherever they went to. And I understand they went and they didn't invite me, so the mission must have been real secret. So let's get right into it. He's our Hall of Famer. That is the Lord of Rock and Roll and the King of all that is metal. Is fucking Nick.
Thank you, Captain. Good evening, nation. Hope you're all well.
Evening. So far,
yes, it is.
So good. How are you?
It is.
You good?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Am I? Yeah, okay. I'm okay then.
Yeah, you seemed a little cranky earlier.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Sorry. No. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. It's all right.
No,
You're
you're
allowed to be
big.
cranky.
No.
Now you're in big trouble.
It's unintended crankiness.
Well,
Hello.
right there in the center part of the studio, she's of course the regal lady that represents the Udall and Crochet divisions. It's the one, the only fiery redhead herself, Secret Agent.
That's me. And yes, I've been doing a bit of crochet today. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's the crochet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Grab us the crochet, will you, love?
Yeah.
How was Secret Agent parents?
Good. Very good. Yes.
Your mum did.
Yeah.
Your mum rang me when you guys left, actually, and they're like, "Thank fuck." So I'm going there this
I don't
weekend.
think so.
I think that would have only referred to half of us.
Well, I'm not going to say which half. Yes. But
No, I think we all know.
That's not true at all.
no, I'm actually heading up to Sam this weekend, so I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
I've
You'll be
already
able to help them out with the septic.
Well, I've already organised the helicopter to land in their yard. Holy shit.
You land a fucking Cessna in it.
Oh, it's all
It's
slow.
enormous.
Yeah, there's not much flat
Didn't
land.
say you're flying away.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically you could land it.
Get the
Yeah.
lander,
Yeah.
maybe walk away. Yeah.
We've
Not
got
down the hill.
we've got a question already in asking what you made this week. What did you make?
I'm making
with your
I'm making a
crochet?
cardigan. It's a
Oh.
cardigan and it's fluffy trim and it's nice.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I started last year.
Oh. Well, Deborah's currently in the state of undress, and I think we need some kind of
Pics
physical
her, it
evidence
didn't
for that.
happen.
Yeah, we definitely need to get to the bottom of that.
Yeah.
And someone else is already naked. Who else we got? Okay.
Excellent.
We got is it we 82 already naked? There you go. Look at that. Everyone's already on it.
Excellent.
Everyone knows how to do this bloody thing.
OU 812.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Get it? OU 812. I 81 and OU 812.
Oh, yeah.
Van Halen album.
Yeah.
Sube's in the house too. Look at this. I've been to a Nightcap Live once before. It's a rare time. It wasn't this early.
Oh.
There you go.
Mm.
So, all right, well, let's get into it. I want to see everybody naked by the end of the show. That's just how it's going to work. Why don't we do the terms and conditions of play, get into it nice and early, and then we can get right into the show and get naughty and stuff. So if you are new to the show or you're just catching up on a live for the first time, relax. You don't have to do much here. In fact, you can sit this one out as long as you nod and agree along with us. Apart from that, that's about all you need to do. But the rest of you better fucking do what I tell you, and that is to take a huge breath. As I say, what's the word? That's right, if you would like to be part of the fun and or excitement of the Nightcap Nation, it is very easy to do. In fact, there's two ways to do it. One, you can jump on your Facebook computer top device and type in count them loud, 4 magical words.
The Nightcap Nation.
Join now of that particular group, and in 12 weeks of doing, what is that, training, you too can graduate into the ranks of the Nightcap Nation. You can even join the Facebook live chat that happens throughout the course of the show and your life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Will
recommended.
never be the same.
Nope.
Yes. In the messenger chat this evening, we have the wonderful IV.
Yes.
I know him.
The also wonderful JD girl,
I know him.
and number 37.
Know him.
Esquire of the craft beer Pretty Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Get your t-shirt now if you want it.
Get your t-shirt now.
Yes.
He was
I
following.
saw him this week. He's had a haircut, by the way.
Oh, which hair?
Oh, several.
Oh, really? Wow. Must have been expensive then.
He should have gone for all of them if he had a chance.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know.
And yes, that's about it. The messenger chat's lightly populated, but populated with
Luminaries.
luminaries and stalwarts.
Yes.
Well, I was just scrolling through, because the other way you can be part of the fun and or excitement is on the YouTube chat. And we've got everybody in there from Wolf Queen is there, Deb is there as well. There's a Deb in there, and she's in the state of being undressed. Essendon, she's in the house, lining up, ready for the kick. We've got Billy.
Lachlan
Billy.
T thought you said Nightcap Nation as in nickel cadmium battery.
What was that? Sorry, what did I miss?
Lachlan T.
Oh, right, eh? What did he say? I missed it. Lachlan.
He said that first time he heard you say it, thought you said Nightcap Nation as in nickel cadmium battery. Griffey's there, and hang on.
Griffey is there and asked if you're on the beers already.
No, negative, brother. Wait until question time, otherwise it'd be uncontrollable.
Lord Dustin from Temple, Texas, United States is there as well.
And as is William George Fraser, who's got a cold, unfortunately.
He has.
Oh,
he has. He's got a bit of a cold. Sue Bear's there. IV's in this chat here as well. Adamus is there. Probing Time's there. I'm just scrolling through and saying hello to everybody. Lachlan T's there. Bellalina's there as well.
Yeah. Awesome.
Bella.
And Central will be there shortly. Oh, Dry Race just appeared in the messenger chat.
Dry Race as well. People are coming out of everywhere today.
Yeah.
absolutely out of the woodworks.
Yeah, I reckon.
Well, let's
I
get
reckon that is how
into.
Grey walks, by the way.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to verify that.
Grooves on in. Yeah.
We're going to have to do a show from the Ray's house one day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, can't be that far to catch a Uber or something too, surely.
Yeah.
Well,
Still a
we
cab
did
charge.
2,143 kilometres on our holiday driving.
Jeepers. That is more than I did.
Yeah, so that's what, 1,300 miles or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's way more than I did.
And we did, 3 days we didn't drive at all. Yeah.
Oh, jeepers.
Yeah. It was
Just
great.
lived in a rest area, or
Yeah, no.
actually, I can name just about every rest area on the Hume Highway between Melbourne and Wagga, and I can even tell you which ones that I've had sexual intercourse in. There's only been one.
Oh, well, yeah, I presume we'll set up a shrine to you there.
Let's just say I came out and there was a whole bunch of people bowing down and praying at the same time. Now, it could have been prayer time, but I'm going to just take it as the win. Like, wow.
And
you've
he
done so
walked
great
around the
with
back
that
of
here.
them and sussed them all out from behind, didn't he?
Well, I'm
Just
just hoping it
plowing the
wasn't
field.
inside the big koala.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it is owned by the Crook family, so there's a good chance that that's still on the cards.
Oh.
Let's do our first segment of the show.
I forgot to ask what it is.
Yeah, it's all right. I forgot what it was too. Let's
good.
I've got something lined up. Let's press the button and see which one it is. Roll. Well, how do I talk to? Is there anyone? No one's working today. Oh no, here he is. Press the rolling screen. Invisible person. Yay!
Yay! History.
Moments in history. For those that are new to the show, Moments in History is one of our new segments that we started because there's things that have happened in the course of the world's history that sometimes get forgotten about because, you know, people have moved on or it wasn't just such a big story anymore. We've done 2 of these segments so far. One covering good old Australian Cliffy Young, what a fucking hero he is. He saved a whole bunch. I'm just trying to remember the story. He saved a whole bunch of burning kittens from an orphanage, not from a fire or anything, just from the orphanage, because those little kids, mate, they just get fucking rough with the cats. And he's like, "Nah, I'm not taking this."
Yeah, I think that was a different
guy, right? And the one before that was the day that music died. That was the other one.
Yeah.
So tonight I wanted to take a look at some history that's somewhat worrying, somewhat troubling, this history, because this history has affected the way that things get conducted, and there is an important part of this history that makes you go, well, fucking hang on. I think this requires further investigation. This is something that there was a search for, and then halfway through the search, everyone went, well, it's obviously gone, and left it as that. Broken Arrow events. Parking taken away. What is a Broken Arrow event?
Lost nuke.
A lost nuclear weapon.
Yeah, like the one off Spain.
Yeah. An actual nuclear weapon, nuclear warhead. And we're not going to just, it's a nuclear weapon accident. So that could be everything from, where did we put
lost
it?
as in fell off an aeroplane.
Yeah, fell off an airplane. Accidentally was, why is that nuclear stealth bomber just sitting out on the runway by itself, unguarded?
Yeah.
I feel like that should be.
Hey, wasn't there supposed to be something in this box?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So at the moment, since 1950, there has been a surprisingly large amount of nuclear weapon accidents, 32 to be precise.
It's in Griffey's basement.
It's one of them is. I remember. That's
and Probing Time 666 reckons you're a show off because he used to be a truck driver and he hasn't had sex anywhere on the Neil Highway.
Oh, we can fix that, mate. You come pick me up. I'll show you where the good ones are.
It's not all. I'll show you. Be careful. Sentry's
I'll show you how to get. Sentry, welcome back. I think did I see Outpost as well, saying good morning. I'm not sure if he's
Oh, okay.
listening, but he's definitely there.
He'll be there.
Oh, he is driving, so hopefully he's put it
Yeah,
on
there
the
he is.
system. There he is. He's there.
Yep.
So yeah, 32 nuclear weapon accidents with six still missing. 6 still missing. I need to point that out again. 6. That many nuclear devices are fucking missing.
The Russians have them all.
Well, 5. We know Griffey's got one.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Echelon loves this program. So, and the fact that we've said missing nuclear weapons, they're probably paying more attention than what they normally do right now. So we're going to give you Griffey's contact details off air, Echelon, if you just get in contact with us here at the show.
Yeah.
It all started in February 13th, Chematron's birthday, in 1950, not her birth year. There was a B-36, which was en route from
Peacemaker?
Hamilton.
B-36?
I believe it was, yeah.
Yep.
It was on its way to Carswell Air Force Barracks on a simulated combat profile mission. So it's like, okay, so this is what we're going to do if shit goes wrong. We'll give it a bit
Combat,
of a play.
Where's the release button?
Yeah, that was pretty much the intended idea here. First off, I've played live fire exercises before, but they don't fire live fire when you go, all right, we're just going to go out and do some ambush training. But we don't load up then with a whole bunch of rounds in the weapon going, well, fucking, you heard him. It's going to be who can be the best hider at this stage. So I'm always confused when they load up actual tactical nuclear weapons for a training. Surely you can find just like a sandbag, full of fucking sand to count the weight. You know what I mean? Like you have to take the actual nuke with you.
Yeah, you could do that.
But after the 6-hour flight, the aircraft developed serious mechanical difficulties, probably because it was carrying a nuke, making it necessary to shut down 3 engines. It jumped from 12,000 feet. Icing conditions complicated the emergency level flight, could not be maintained. The aircraft headed out over the Pacific Ocean and dropped the weapon from 8,000 feet. A bright flash occurred on impact, followed by the sound of a shockwave. The weapon's highly explosive material detonated, and the aircraft then was flown to the Prince Royal Island, where the crew went, well, fuck this, we're going to run.
Yeah. We could be in trouble here.
Yeah.
I think we've done the wrong thing here, fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, can we put it in the Hooks book?
Now, I'm going to get, you know what? It's 1950. It's the first time they've decided we'll take the nuke for a bit of a scenic flight around to show it, roughly where we might drop it one day. Because it's good for you.
Now we've got Godzilla, according to Griffey.
That's exactly how we got Godzilla.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give him a pass on that. It was a one-off oopsie.
Pass?
Yeah, look. It was their first day. It was the first time taking the nuke for a bit of a spin. You know what it's like. We've all taken Dad's car keys and accidentally, got a flat tire or drove it into a tree. We've all been there. And that's all these guys did. And it was a bit of an oopsie. They got a bit of a smack on the wrist by the colonel going, so where is the nuke currently? Well, which part of the nuke? Because it's in a few pieces.
Yeah.
And judging by the wind and the tide, it could be anywhere in a 6 locations.
Yeah. No,
So
Carol Century's handing out memberships all over the joint. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. She is too. Look at that.
What a
Gifted
wonder.
5 of them to be precise.
What a wonder.
Look at that. Gifting 5 of them, handed them out like Tic Tacs. So we know where that nuke went. We can cross that one off the list.
Nice.
That's not one of the 6 that are missing. But that Senator President, because that was February 1950. In April 1950, not to be outdone, a New Mexican base went, "Whoa, hold my nuke. I'm going to show you how we fucking do it." And they decided to crash their plane into a mountain. Now, why did they do that? I can't be 100% sure, but it did kill everybody. So they're not really answering questions when the team arrived.
Well, that's one way to attempt to cover up.
Yeah.
Yeah. The bomb casing was demolished in some of the highly explosive or the HE material burned in the gasoline. Other pieces of the unburned HE were scattered through the wreckage. Then they
The
sort of
high
went,
explosive is the detonator.
the detonator, yeah. So the nuclear material on board the aircraft and the capsule was not so the detonator wasn't connected to the bomb part of it. So when the detonator went off, at least the bomb didn't go off. Otherwise, that could have been a pretty bad scenario for everybody involved. Not just
by the way,
the crew.
not to be outdone, Outpost has handed out 10 memberships.
Oh my gosh! Everyone's just handing out memberships.
I've never got one.
You don't need one. Oh, if you comment in there and someone does a handout of a membership, then there's a stronger chance of you getting
I
a
only
membership.
have a comment at the end because who the fuck wants to say me leaning forward going?
Yeah, well, me, because that way I don't feel like I'm the only one with the big nose.
He might have looked down his shirt.
Down blouse me.
Yeah.
It'd be strange enough. A B-50, not necessarily the singers. Also in 1950.
No, B-50 predated the B-52.
Yeah.
Righto. Well, the B-50,
Yeah.
which left Texas, it was on 7,000 feet on a clear day, decided to nose down the aircraft and fly into the ground, killing the 4 officers and 12 airmen that were on the plane. The highly explosive portion of the weapon aboard detonated on impact, but no nuclear capsule on board this aircraft at that time. So that part, again, not too bad. For some reason, 1950, a lot of 1950, in fact, five major incidences happened in 1950. It's almost like maybe carrying a nuclear device on an untested aircraft at the time may or may not have been a very smart idea.
No.
Well, the Cold War was hotting up.
Yes, it was. It was getting to its height.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what about this one? For 6 years there, a lot of players in the nuke community went, just maybe we should take it easy of blowing up aircrafts with nuclear material on them. I'm just going to throw it out there. I think this should be something that we all strive to achieve. And it appears the rest of the nuclear capable countries at the time went, yeah, fair call. We'll probably do that. That makes a lot of sense. And I think around that time they realized that maybe nuking each other like on inside their own country probably wasn't a great idea. Like maybe if we're going to launch nukes at each other, maybe we take it to your country to detonate it, not necessarily you guys come over here and do it. Which seemed to be a better game plan.
Mutually assured suicide.
Yeah. So it was pretty much agreed on then that maybe we can just launch them, right? We can take some in planes, don't get me wrong, but we'll take them to your area to drop them, not the other way around. Right. But if we're going to bomb someone, we're going to probably bomb people that aren't our own people. That's pretty much what I'm getting at here, guys. So for 6 years there, that the peace treaty was in place of, all right, if we're going to blow anyone up, it's going to be the enemy. Okay. Until one day in March 1956, somewhere over the Mediterranean Sea. So that's reassuring straight away.
We're getting closer to Russia.
Yeah.
And then goes exact location unknown. So that's exactly what you want to hear from your pilot that's got nuclear weapons on board.
Yeah.
The aircraft was one of 4 flights scheduled for a non-stop deployment to MacDill. Yeah. MacDill Air Force Barracks.
MacDill Air Force Base. Yep.
For him, do.
MacDill.
To an overseas airbase.
Yeah, MacDill's sort of right of Texas, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking Mediterranean.
Yeah, no. MacDill's stateside. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks.
Well,
yeah. Alan Church is in the house as well.
Alan.
Yeah, and Uwe from Germany.
Right. I love Uwe.
Or Yui.
It's Uwe, yeah. Or Yui, yeah. Uwe sends the emails all the time. Just Jenny's there as well.
Yeah, just Jenny. Yeah.
Just Jenny's there. Griffey's there. Everyone's coming into the house now.
And Griffey wants to see me type again.
Everyone, yeah, there you go. Get it all right
Alan,
in there.
Alan.
Don't forget to hit that like button, says Alan. Otherwise, he's going to be your house. Yes, this
you
is
like that, Griffey?
There are 6, Lord Dustin. There are 6 nuclear weapons that are currently lost. You'd think there'd be a tracker on them, but I'm no expert in nuclear physics.
Was GPS around in those days? No. See, there you go.
But let's drop a flag or something down there, like this. Fuck, we dropped it. Maybe we should put up a sign, like this is roughly where we dropped it, because
to a buoy or a buoy.
Yes, a buoy.
Well, see,
we pronounce it buoy here.
Yeah,
but the Americans is a buoy.
Yeah,
a buoy.
Which always makes me wonder if something floats. Why don't they say that it's buoyant?
True.
Mm.
True.
But, and if they pronounce or spell colour with no U, why isn't that state Colorado?
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
You're welcome, Griffey. Wait till I hit this gets worse. I wonder those things about America.
But I think it's good to be able to define that they're not tying a buoy to a nuclear bomb.
No, it's not a Russian child.
The Russians would.
Well,
yeah.
And don't forget, these are only American broken arrows, Captain.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what happened in Russia and bloody China and Israel and India and Pakistan have got?
Well, this is it, because the one in March 1956, that plane crashed because it was over the Mediterranean Sea. It was doing a refuel mission. However, it was very poor visibility. The aircraft carrying 2 nuclear capsules never made contact with the tanker. An extensive search failed to locate any traces of the missing aircraft or crew.
I read that. I read about that years ago, and it was described as the most intensive search ever for a man-made object.
Yeah, well, it's the first known. We can't find the nukes that came through. Like the others, we had a kind of good idea where they are. They're in the broken down aircraft that's on fire. The rest of them, but now we can't find it. So this is a bit of an issue. Not to be outdone, Great Britain decided it will do the same thing once it got its B-47 aircraft in the air, doing a routine training mission on a touch-and-go landing, when it suffered all of a sudden out-of-control slide off the runway, crashing into a storage igloo carrying several nuclear weapons. So now we're not just looking at an aircraft that has nuclear weapons. It went for the fucking place that has them inside it.
Wow. Why not?
And look, properly. Again, I'm not a military strategist, but maybe keeping your nukes in an igloo next to an active runway, I don't know. Maybe not a smart idea.
There might have been a lead line.
Do nuclear weapons need to be on ice? Because that changes the whole concept of what the igloo was.
Lord Justin. Lord Justin, go to Nuke Map. Google Nuke Map. It's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I do like Nuke Map as well.
Yep.
This is an interesting one. We're going back to New Mexico. Apparently, they're the leaders in the whole. Where did the nuke go?
The world leaders.
Yeah. The record.
This is one of my favorite ones. This is the one that hit the ground, and 6 out of the 7 triggers of the nuclear weapon activated.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We're now talking of a live nuclear weapon connected. It's from its detonator to the nuclear capsule with 6 safety mechanisms in place where all 6 have gone ting, 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 ting. It must be fucking go time. It's time to fuck around and find out. But for some reason,
can't you imagine how satisfied the engineer who said, "No, let's have 7."
Yeah, we definitely need 7.
He'd never have to buy a beer again, would he?
No. So I don't know what the 7th was. Probably they forgot to pull the pin. But whatever reason, the electrical charge didn't go through and prevented. And that landed fucking like just off the. Oh, there you go, just near Atlanta City in New Jersey. Which, from my understanding, Atlantic City, yeah. From my understanding, had people living there at the time. And I'm guessing they weren't probably big fans of being blown up by nuclear weapons.
How do you know?
Well,
Well, they didn't run a
They're
census.
probably a bit odd.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
And it's
Well,
New
as long as it
Jersey.
took out Bruce Springsteen, that'd be good.
Well, it is New Jersey, and 3 Mile Island's just off the coast there. If they wanted to get fucked up by radioactive material, they could
Well,
have gone
3
there.
Mile Island was Pennsylvania.
What's off? No, that's a thing of New Jersey. What's on the coast of New Jersey? Is it 3 Mile Island, or is it? There's another island. There's an island just off New
Thousands
Jersey.
of islands. Hawaii's fucking islands.
Oh,
Rhode Island you're thinking of.
Yeah, that could have been it. That could have been it.
It's not too far.
No, not Manhattan. No, Manhattan. That's a bit
Devil.
different.
That could have been how the Jersey Devil came about.
Could be exactly how the Jersey Devil came about.
Scripted in the woods. Yeah.
Now let's skip ahead here, because you would think in modern times that, okay, look, we've had 32 incidences, and by now we've lost, 6. We've probably got this under control now. I think we've worked out that the nukes need to stay on the plane when the plane's in the air.
Bikini's an atoll, Dustin.
It's
Not
so
like
we've
you're a rower.
So we've worked out every plane that has a nuclear weapon on it, that nuclear weapon should stay on the plane until the plane lands, and then we can take it off it if it hasn't used it. You know what I mean? I think this should be a general rule now. So a lot of rules have rolled out around this time, but we're now in the 2000s. Everyone's like, we've got this under control. I don't think we're going to lose any anymore, because we've worked out if we lose them, people get really upset. So look, job's right. I think we've got this under. Yeah. We've worked it out. Yeah. So what they failed to remember, though, was maybe submarines that might be an issue, because submarines don't necessarily fly. So the rules of keeping the nuclear weapon in the sky,
there are more aeroplanes in the ocean than there are submarines in the sky.
This is very, very true. And in fact, we're now looking at the CIS, the Commonwealth of Independent State, Oscar II class
Russia.
Submarine. There we go. The Kursk. Is that how you pronounce it? Kursk. That's it. Sinks after a massive onboard explosion. Attempts to rescue the 180 men failed. It is thought that a torpedo failure caused the accidents. Radiation levels are normal, and the submarine has no nuclear weapons on board. However, it does have a nuclear reactor sitting there. So there's a whole bunch of uranium, pretty much free for any diver that can get close to it. I feel, since it's been 24 years since that happened, that it's now first come, first serves. Finders keepers, losers weepers. I think that's now in place.
Salvage law, yeah.
Yeah, it's under the salvage law. No, boo-boo. I've got nukes that you do.
So you've got to put a gold fringe around your flag, apparently.
Oh, right. So that's interesting. So if you're looking for nuclear material, feel free to get down there. If you're looking...
sub traveling the land.
There's been a few nuclear submarines that have sunk to the bottom of the ocean, but again,
don't forget there was an American one hit a seamount a couple of years ago, but survived.
Yeah,
that's true.
Papua New Guinea.
No, South China Sea.
Yeah,
hit a seamount.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a Chinese ship at all. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Trail hikers here. G'day, trail hiker. So there you go. So there is 6 officially missing nuclear weapons, not to count nuclear reactors that are sitting at the bottom of the ocean, but there are 6 missing.
Like I say, imagine what goes on, because India and Pakistan have got them, and they're not exactly known for their stringent safety records, and you'll never hear about it if how many fell off Russian aeroplanes
or Chinese.
No, this is true. Yeah, or Chinese or what I can't work out, right, is I look at somewhere like when I found out that Pakistan had nuclear weapons, and I thought to myself, that's weird, because you look at the American build-up with Oppenheimer and all the shit that went into getting the first nuclear weapon built during the Manhattan Project, and that was research, people that went to fucking school, a couple of guys that knew how to do math real well. I think someone owned a protractor. There was a whole stuff involved there. And they all sort of went, maybe if we all got together like a bunch of super nerds, we can like put our skills to the test. And I've got all this uranium sitting over here. And I think that, I don't know, maybe hitting it with a hammer or something might cause it to go bang. Let's all work it out together. And they did. And it took a long time. And then Russia sort of went, what are they doing over there? And then they built them. And then
the Germans were working on a nuclear weapon with heavy water in World War II.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right, so there was a lot to go get into. They were working hard at it. Where I find it funny, you got America, Russia, Great Britain, and India, and China, and
Pakistan and France, and probably Israel, and probing time. I don't think the Iranians have got one. The centrifuges kept getting blown up.
But this is the part that gets me. In Pakistan, the guy's sitting there going, getting the snake to come out of the basket. And the guy next to him's going, you know what'd be a fucking good idea, Steve? Nuclear weapons. Well, fuck, we may as well just make one today. I think we know what we're doing. So how did they go from charming snakes to a week later, hey, check out what I built in the shed? That's the part that fucking blows my brains out. I reckon they've got one of those 6 missing nukes and went, no, it's definitely one that we built. Without doubt, we built this one. Just whack that flag over the top of it.
I think they can be good at maths as well.
No, God, no. Have you ever met a Peggy? No, no chance.
They're pretty good at knowing how to, dupe your credit card number and stuff like that. Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, next time you're going to tell a marketer, ask them, hey, just out of curiosity, how did you go from charming snakes to nuclear weapons? Can you fill in the gap there? I feel like there's a story that needs to be told between snake charming and nuclear weapon. Because if you go over there now, there's still people charming snakes. But there's not so many engineers just sitting in the markets putting together a nuclear rocket.
But don't forget, America went from making moonshine in the bayous to having nukes, so it's no different.
Yeah, but they stole a whole
they're still
bunch of
making moonshine, for Christ's sake.
But they did steal a whole bunch of Nazis to give them a hand there. They kind of had a leg up.
It was Nazis who got them onto the moon.
Oh, well, I knew one of them. I knew the help was something.
Yeah, I think it was more of the ITIs who, like Fermi and that. Although, wasn't Einstein?
Einstein was
Austria, close enough.
Yeah,
Austria, yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah.
He could have been a Nazi. I don't know. I don't know him that well. Haven't read his book. Could be a Nazi.
The Australian War Museum. There's an interesting display of artifacts from Hiroshima.
Oh, that would have been cool. A lot
of fused metal, melted glass, that kind of thing. Really interesting.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, that would have been really cool.
Not nice, no.
No, but
nice at all.
Well, we weren't there, so it probably was all right for us, but them, maybe not so much. Too soon for a Hiroshima joke? I'm sorry. Jeez.
No. Okay.
Didn't know what I was doing wrong. What I reckon we should do, there's a bit of moment in history for you. Why don't we go to our first musical interlude, come back from said musical interlude, if we're still on the air, and we have a bit of a crack at the good old-fashioned question time.
Yes.
Sound good? All right. Yeah. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back literally right after this.
Welcome to the Nightcap Question Time. Question Time. Welcome to the Nightcap.
Starting again. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
How many question times are we having tonight?
Well, I thought we could do 2, but I figure maybe one's probably more than enough. Don't want to spoil everybody. They'll get used to it, and then they'll be like, well, we're going to watch the Nightcap because they do 2 question times. And then, there's just going to, next thing you know, people are going to be taking their shirts off. They're going to get naked. There's going to be a question time orgy that we're involved in and we started, so we kind of should be proud of it. And then who knows? We might just get some money. But I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it on this show.
Uh-huh.
It's indeed for the Nightcap question time. And there's a lot of people out having a bit of fun tonight. Look at this. I asked everybody, are you having fun? Let me bring up the comments. We've got Ballerina saying, yes, I am. Like that is a very official
That's
answer.
very formal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yui, which is probably. Yep. Look at that. A lot of emphasis in
Yep,
that.
with 2
Very happy.
P's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very happy.
Poor
Just Jenny.
explanation.
Just Jenny is. I always have fun. Well, I want to know if you're having fun with this show.
Mhm.
Griffey, always. Again, look, that's great. I appreciate you're all happy people, but
Yeah.
there you go. Confused by the orgy. We all are. And good job parking. I'm guessing it's because you have a beer in your hand. There you go. Lord Dustin's jumping in with, of course, all in capitals. So there you go. Fucking winner. And Griffey's also coming with, we always have fun at the nightcap, as you should.
Yeah. You betcha.
Take your shoes off when you come in and sit down. So it's indeed for the nightcap. It's indeed for the nightcap question time. This is how it works on the Nightcap Nation Facebook group.
Join now.
You'll find questions 1 and
2
on the board. They've been up for just over 24 hours. Now, here on this show, I'm going to ask the questions one by one. The wonderful people in that part of the studio are going to utilize their names as buzzers in order to buzz in. Once they've buzzed in and given me an answer, then and only then, and because I said so, I'm going to issue a series of points. The person with the most points at the end of both rounds is going to be declared the winner, who may or may not have to take their shirt off and get naked. Probably not, because I'm sure neither of them will agree to it. Otherwise, Secret Agent S would have fucking won this before the show even started.
Yep.
Actually, the way that your name barriers sit, Secret Agent S could actually take her shirt off and still be somewhat sensitive.
Yeah, if I go like this.
Yeah.
Other way.
Other way.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. A bit. All right, let's test the theory, shall we? Everyone throw in your money. So at the end of that, I've given them points. We will then read What the Nation.
That's a say.
There we go. So, parking it, Secret Agentness. Are you ready to play a bit of a question time?
Yeah.
All right. Jono, roll the footage. I don't care if you're imaginary.
Question 1. Question 1. Question 1.
Oh, we only want one question at a time, thanks. See, this is why I pretend that there's people here, because if I muck up, they get the blame. Question 1.
Like the government. Huh?
Like the government, yeah. Something wrong and his girlfriend are over there, or wife, I don't know what it is. We got Steve who guards the holy water, Jono, Tim and Tam, they're from HR. They work over there.
They'd be busy.
Yeah, I only hired them to keep each other busy.
He's a bit of a real HR department.
Yeah, well, he's a root rat and she's a bit of a slut, so it's a perfect match. They are so far into each other right now. I honestly think if she was to cough, he's going to get pinched on the end of his dick. That's how far into it he is right now.
Mm.
Right, here we go. Question number 1. Finish this sentence. They are dumber than...
Yes.
Secret Agent Ness, please leave the jar.
They're not dumber than Ness, but they're dumber than dog shit. I love that saying.
Yeah.
I do love that one.
Yeah. But nobody else said it, so I just had to. Dumber than dog shit.
I miss the horse shit. I miss that one. You're a fucking bag of horse shit, mate. Shut up. I miss that one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you some points for that because that is a well thought of answer.
Yeah.
Parking. Finish the sentence.
Yes. Which sentence is that?
They are dumber than.
Oh. A few folks have picked my favourite, a box of hammers.
A box of hammers is always a good one.
But I did work with a guy who liked to describe people as not worth a cunt full of cold water.
Oh, I like that one.
But that works on 2 different levels. I'm glad you asked. Because not worth a cunt full of cold water, which means a cunt full of cold water is useless.
Yeah,
but the equivalent, and dampens the artery somewhat.
Yeah.
But the equivalent, a tunkful of cold water, like you couldn't put out a candle with it, could you? Really?
Well,
It
no, you
depends.
couldn't.
Well, I guess it does.
Yeah.
But I like it because it works on 2 levels.
It's a very well thought out answer. I'm going to actually have to give you an extra point for that because it's very well
Oh,
thought
thank
out.
you. Didn't go get any.
No,
But
it's
it's
very
a
well
great
thought out.
saying. My boss at work doesn't like the C word, so I try and chuck that in when I can.
Oh, yeah, as you should.
Yeah.
Actually, before we continue, can I just do a quick hello to my sheriff, mate? Is that all right?
Yeah.
G'day, mate. How you going? Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking good to see you. Yeah. All right, no, I appreciate that. He just came in. But I do, on the real side of things, still want to say, because he's probably watching it in his squad car, he said he was going to. So hello to Sheriff Mitchell. Don't forget to catch the interview here on this channel. He's watching the show. He fucking watches the show.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but he
Ness
does.
County.
Yeah, from
Ness
the
County.
best county ever.
That's right.
Ness.
Ness
Yeah.
County in Kansas. Big hello to him. Catch his interview. It's on this channel. Sheriff Mitchell and the captain. Go and watch it. It's a bloody good interview, that.
It is.
So I'm going to give you points. We've said hello to him. Everything's good. Let's move on. Shall we see what the nation?
I just say.
Here we go. We'll just jump straight into it for finishing the
All right.
sentence. They are dumber than. Luke is leading the charge with a bag full of dicks.
That would be extremely dumb.
Full of fucking knobheads.
Yeah. Yep.
I like
Cockheads.
it. Yeah, cockheads. We then have
Two dads.
Two dads. They are dumber than a Gen Z. It gets fucking hard, doesn't it? That is real dumb, man.
I'm old. That's funny.
Yeah. And I do want to say to all the millennials
Don't forget it's my
out there,
birthday in about 6 weeks, so
it is.
start saving.
And I do want to say to the millennials out there that went, well, we're the fucking future. We're, you can't get any better than us. How's it feel, fuckhead?
Oh.
How's it feel? You guys are all
Why don't you
employers
start
now.
paying taxes, you pricks?
Yeah. Welcome to the. Now you got the Gen Zs to worry about. We only had to worry about you, fuckheads. Now look at what you've done. Ducky reckons dumber than the scary movies. I like the scary
I
movies.
love those.
It's like
I love the scary movies. I reckon they're great.
there was like a few of the original Lampoons used to be writers of them.
Yeah.
So I quite like it. One of the writers from Airplane or Flying High, depending on which country you're in.
Yeah,
you're in it.
Yep. Yeah.
Redius Haddis reckons dumber than a sovereign citizen with Black Law's dictionary.
Black's Law Dictionary.
I've never read it. I don't know why there would have to be just a dictionary that is a law.
Oh, you can say that about any book.
Yeah, true.
Well, every book's a
Yeah,
dictionary.
Catherine's never read it.
Yeah. Well, every book's a dictionary. It's just the words are in a different order.
Yeah, it's a remix.
Yeah. It's like when I said to someone, oh, we should head to Calcan, and they went, that's a made-up word. And I said, well, fucking every word's made up when you think about it.
Wow, you're not far wrong. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, thank you very much. I thought it's probably the most intelligent thing I'll ever say. And no one was around to hear it.
Oh, well.
Harvey Dent reckons dumber than a box of hammers.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Depends on what sort of hammer too, because those ball peen hammers are pretty clever. I look at them and think, oh, that's got two sides to it that I like.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer a claw hammer.
Yeah,
No,
ball hammers
ball
are good.
peen.
A ball
Oh,
peen. I like a
yeah.
ball peen.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get a nail out with a peen.
Why would you need to? You just keep hitting it.
Oh, that's the ball.
The harder you hit it, the further in the nail goes. And you go, well, fucking that's taken care of itself.
Yeah, but if you need to remove someone's eye,
Yeah, well, yeah,
Claw
this is,
hammer.
okay. Yeah, that's a fair call. I didn't
you
think
need
of
to
that.
separate the jaws or something. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't think of that. Especially if you're breaking kneecaps and stuff.
Yeah.
A claw hammer gets good for pulling the bone through the skin. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Yeah. I have to
Up here
reset
for
that. There we
thinking,
go.
mate.
I don't want most recent. I want all comments. There we go. What were we up to? IV, thank you very much. IV, come on, catch up. IV reckons dumber than a Chile supporter masturbating in a bear's den during winter.
Mhm.
Well, he's put some thought into that.
Yeah.
That's a worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's pretty dumb.
That is
That would be.
extremely dumb.
However, if it came up on the news,
Mhm.
you'd kind of expect it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I told the sheriff that his favorite sovereign citizen was in jail, he thoroughly enjoyed hearing that.
So you've given it away. There's no reason to watch the video now.
Well, I didn't say which one.
What you should have said was the sheriff said, well, it was really interesting. You'd better go watch the whole video.
That's right. What he did.
Yeah.
He does know the location of 5 of the 6 missing nukes. So maybe watch the interview, find out. If you're in the need of collecting nukes, and you're a nuke collector, then you probably don't want to miss this interview. Even if you're just a nuke enthusiast.
Yeah.
Even if you're thinking about getting into nuke scavenger. Even if you're thinking about getting in. Even if you think about just getting into the hobby, it's probably a good interview to watch. What else do we have? We had US Marshal.
Oh, fellow Hall of Famer.
Dumber than a tourist in Yellowstone.
Just last week, the tourist season is just kicked off, and it's already visitors nil, bison 1.
Yep, that will do it.
Yep.
And I love a bison, but I'm not dumb enough to fucking walk up to one and harass it.
No, look, if I knew that I could beat the bison in a fight, which I can't, then I'd probably feel cocky. But
I don't think anyone's beaten a bison in a fight.
Well, this one was someone who'd had a bit of Dutch courage.
He was,
bison was kind of like cow tipping.
Yeah. And he got exactly what he was asking for, including the charge of harassing wildlife.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I hope it hurt the whole time that he got hit too. Not to mention there's a lot of thermal pools that tourists went, I might go for a swim in this. What's that smell of rust? I'm sure that's fine.
Good.
It looks like it's a beautiful temperature too. Let's just jump straight in without testing it.
Yeah.
Peter to the max. They are dumber than Trump. There you go. I don't know. He's pretty switched on at the moment. He's managed to dodge just about everything thrown at him, so he can't be that dumb.
Yeah, I think he's crazy like a fox.
Yeah, he is. He's Teflon Don. He's nothing sticks to him.
Yeah.
Nothing. He could fucking murder someone live on TV and go, wouldn't he? And half of the people will go, well, he's right.
Yeah.
And then he would get away with it because he somehow used a Jedi mind trick. And you've just gone, well, fucking obviously I was wrong.
And my lying eyes. Where's that ball peen hammer?
I was get back to what I was doing then, shall I? What was I doing? Oh, yeah, you're on trial. I'm the judge. Anyway, let's continue.
Oh, good one, probing time. I like that.
Bellalina reckons dumber than a blonde asking for directions.
Oh, God, we could be here for days with blonde jokes.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, Jason, fucking, I'm going to put my money on that he's going to be back in the White House. I don't want to see him back in the White House, but I'm going to put my money on and say he's going to be in there. There's nothing anyone can do to stop him. Mike reckons Mr. Chapman himself, bag full of hammers.
Yep, my favourite.
The Staff Sergeant Zelensky reckons the Darwin Awards. They are dumber than the Darwin Awards.
Yep, I like that.
Only dumb if they win.
Yeah.
37 reckons dumber than trusting a fart after eating chili. Not chili de Casto, obviously.
I like that.
Whatnot reckons a sack full of rocks. We've gone down to just
like
a sack
it.
full. Yeah,
I
it was
like it.
bad. Rocks are
There was a
getting harder to
guy
find.
out at my shooting club, and my coach described him as sharp as a bowling ball.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, that one.
I love that one.
Yeah, that is a bloody good one. I've heard that one a few times.
Yeah, I like it.
What was the one I used the other day? Dumber than a goat dressed as a rhino, balls deep into a chicken that's dressed like a turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is, isn't it?
I don't know.
Prove me wrong.
Prove yourself right.
Yeah. Well, hang on. Let me go and get me goat. Liam. Oh, Bogues, more the point. Reckons a flat earther. Dumber than a flat earther.
Fucking oath.
Yeah.
And Predator the Max is said that we can't exist.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
yeah,
no one this funny can actually exist. We're all AI.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we are chat GBT. Century reckons dumber than Chili's ancestors. I'd say cheers for giving it to Chili, but you know, he fucking deserves it.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Kimatron, they're dumber than fucking Terry.
Fucking Terry.
Fucking Terry. You know what happened the other day? I was talking to him. He was in hospital. He was in hospital, and I said, "What are you doing in hospital?" And he goes, "Well, I fucking was playing around with me fucking purse in me wallet." And he went to throw some tablets in his mouth, but he threw like $5 worth of money, like coins and shit, into his mouth, right? And he's in hospital. And I said, "Well, fuck, man, how's it going? Is everything going all right?" And he goes, "No, Captain, there's still no change."
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Jada Girl reckons dumber than tailgating a cop.
Mm-hmm.
And for our American players, probably dumber than tailgating at a cop shop.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard that his trial's coming up. Let's all go and tailgate down at the local jail. Don't want to miss this execution. And Wolf Queen finishing up question number 1 for us. Dumber than a chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken.
Chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like chicken.
Yeah, but they're
not very
like...
Oh, maybe we got that in common. Yeah.
I like when Wolf Queen became a vegetarian, and we were talking about different meats and stuff. She doesn't mind having the odd chicken, like I said, a chicken nugget and stuff, because as far as she's concerned, chickens are the dumbest of the animals, and they kind of deserve to be eaten. But I can't argue with that logic. I really can't argue with that logic. I haven't seen a chicken save someone's life. So, you know, fair call. If a chicken came to me and it can prove to me that it knows advanced calculus, fuck them. They deserve to be eaten.
How would you know?
Well, I would understand that
I'll send you an advanced calculus question, and if you can solve it, then I'll believe you're smarter than a chicken.
Yeah, but I've got access to Google. The chicken hasn't.
Well, that just means that someone has provided you with internet access beyond that of a chicken,
and therefore they are the weaker dominant. They are the weaker dominant animals.
Well, moo cows aren't very smart either, and I love eating them.
I must admit, I do enjoy eating a good cow too. They're not very smart, but they do seem to know at least the basics of thermonuclear physics. So I sort of give them that.
Better than you.
Well, absolutely. They know it a hell of a lot better than I do. They're so secretive.
Congratulations on your spelling of jail, by the way. I love the old school spelling. Well done.
Well, he's an Aussie.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, there it is. Okay, so that's question one in the bag. Why don't we go to another quick music, come back from that quick music, knock out question number 2 like we're knocking teeth out of a teenager, and
shut up about knocking teeth out, cunt.
I didn't say knock your teeth out. You're not a teenager.
Well, I've hardly got any left.
Got more teeth than I do.
No, I wouldn't. I'll bet you $1.
More healthy.
I'll bet you a subscription.
Well, comment in the YouTube chat and I'll throw you some membership because that's the only way to get it. What we're going to do, we're going to go to this song. Now, when this does come up, when this song does come up, our cameras will still be on because it was the only way I could get the bloody songs to work. So you'll see us disappear and reappear, but that means nothing. But you will have to mute your own mic. That's the only difference here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dumber than a sack of hair. Yeah.
Oh,
thank you, Cool Rat.
That is a good one.
I haven't heard that before. I like that.
There we go. Let's see if that works for you, Parkin.
Oh, hang on. Just for Griffey. What the fuck I did there? Now I'll press all sorts of buttons here that I shouldn't have.
No, it didn't go to you then either. It should have gone to you. Someone else is going to have to give it off.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Whatever.
We'll be back right after this. Don't go nowhere.
Jason.
It's like, I don't know about nothing.
Sovereign sit, baby. Ha, ha.
La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da da da. La da da da. La da da.
Bring it back now.
I wasn't gonna argue with cops, but that is a lie.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Woo!
I said it's an unlawful stop, but that is a lie. Now my window's broke, and I know why.
Why, man?
Hey, hey, cause I just lie, because I just lie, because I just lie. La da 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 da. I don't need a license, but that is a lie.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna stand and be defiant, but that is a lie.
You show, you show.
Now I'm here in cuffs, and I know why.
Why, man?
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, cause I just lie, cause I just lie, because I just lie. La da 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 da. I was gonna hunt some tyrants, but that is a lie.
What? What? Huh.
I should have just stayed silent, but that is a lie.
Never stay silent.
Now I'm sprayed in mace, and I know why.
Why, man?
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, cause I just lie, cause I just lie, because I just lie. La da 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 da. I wasn't gonna fuck that goat, but that was a lie.
Oh, goats.
It has a fucking sexy coat, yeah, that is no lie.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
As a sovereign sit, yeah, you know why.
Why? Why?
Hey, hey, cause I just lie, because I just lie, because I just lie. La da 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 da. I'm gonna yell and scream where I can lie.
Yep. Yep.
Filming cops on live stream so I can lie.
Subscribe now. Subscribe.
You dumb fucks give me money, and I know why.
Why, man?
Hey, hey, cause I just lie, because I just lie, because I just lie.
Why you
La
try
da 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 da. I don't like your laws, I think they are lies.
Yeah, they are.
What's your probable cause? Cause I think it's a lie.
Oh, you're RSA. Step out of the car.
Now my nuts are taste, and I know why.
Why, man?
Hey, hey, cause I just lie, because I just lie, because I just lie. Da 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 da. I say you work for me, but that is a lie.
Hup, hup.
It's your supervisor I wanna see, but that is a lie.
Get him here now. Get him. Go on.
Oh! Now you throat punched me, and I know why.
What?
Hey, hey, cause I just lie, cause I just lie, because I just lie. La da 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 da. I don't have a girl or wife because of my lies.
What in the actual fuck?
My mom says I'm in strife because of my lies.
no dinner.
Naked in the basement, and I know why.
Why, man?
Hey, because of my lies, because of my lies, because of my lies.
Put some clothes on.
La da 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 da. Fuck around and find out, because of my lies.
Yep. Fuck around, and find out.
Never knew what I was on about, because of my lies.
Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Sucking Barbara's cock, and I know why.
Why, man?
Hey, hey, cause I just lie.
What?
Cause I just lie. Cause I just lie. La da 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 da. That is the end of the song. That is no lie.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't it?
I hope you enjoyed the song. That is no lie.
What a great rhyming word. Fantastic.
You lovely women, send me your thong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I can perv. So I can perv. So I can perv. La da 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 da.
Bitten by a child, he's been bitten by a dog. He's been bitten by a sheep, and he's been bitten by a frog. He's been bitten by a wasp, he's been bitten by a tick. He's been bitten by a muzzy, he's been bitten by a chick. But he's never been bitten by B. He's never been bitten by B. He's never been bitten by B. No, he's never been bitten by, never been bitten by, never been bitten by B. He's never been bitten by B. He's never been bitten by B. No, he's never been bitten by, never been bitten by. Bitten by, bitten by, bitten by. He's been bitten by a ferret. He's been bitten by a fish. He's been bitten by a spider. He's been bitten by a trish. He's been bitten by a horse. He's been bitten by a fly. He's been bitten by an eel. He's been bitten by a guy. But he's never been bitten by B. He's never been bitten by B. He's never been bitten by B. No, he's never been bitten by, never been bitten by, never been bitten by B. He's never.
Question 2. 2.
Rum pum 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 pum.
Question 2. 2.
Oh, we're going again, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what happened there. That was Colin Dixon, never been bitten by a bee.
Okay.
For some reason, it stopped. But anyway,
Correct,
big late answers,
Jason.
everyone.
Yeah, no, you don't know. You've all seen my tits, and if you haven't, watch every video. Yeah,
It's the only way to find them.
Yep.
It's the only way to find them. They're in all of the videos. You just have to go back and find them. They appear in every single video.
yeah.
It's
Watch,
like
them,
a
watch them
mystery.
all. Like and subscribe.
Yeah,
Like
you
an
might even
Easter egg.
see. Yeah, you might even see some sheriff tits if you go and watch that interview. You just
You
never know.
might.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello to Carrie, also tuning in as well. She's just
Hi,
turned
Carrie.
up. And everyone got to see my boobs, so that's a good start.
Yeah.
I told you there was a chance. I told everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, question number 2. Heads on your buzzers. Here we go. Question 2. If you could instantly become an expert in something, what would it be and why?
Parking.
Bang! Stole the victory from Cigarette
Yeah.
Agent Ness there.
I'd like to become an expert in understanding what the fuck makes people tick,
Ooh, that'd be an
Why?
interesting one.
because I don't understand most people.
It could be their tongue.
Could be.
That's how I tick. That's
I
a
don't
click.
understand why people can click the fingers. I can't do it.
Mm.
Yeah.
I can click the ankles.
Hey?
I can do my ankles. Click my
Yeah,
ankles.
okay. Yeah,
Allow that for Doris.
because like looking through the chats we got going, like everyone's here, everyone, and there are people from the left of politics, the right of politics, environmentalists and not environmentalists, and everyone gets on fine. But the rest of everyone who's not involved with us seems weird.
Yeah. The nightcap is a beautiful bag of mixollies, and I've always said that. And we're a fantastic bag of mixollies because there's something in the bag for everyone.
I'll eat you all.
Yeah. Like I try and be a centralist. Like I don't say I'm left or right winged or any. That's something very, especially on this show. I try my best to be a centralist because the second that I pick a side, half the people will go, well, why is he doing that side? And the other half will try and get me to say things that may not necessarily be things I believe in. So if I try and be centralist with it all, everyone can have a say. Like, okay, you had to talk about Trump. I think he's dumb as dog shit too. Do I think he's going to win? Good chance. But, that's being a centralist. That's me being realistic in things, not necessarily.
Look at the other guy, for fuck's sake.
Exactly. Right?
The hair sniffer.
Yeah.
So I don't try to be centralist. It's pretty obvious where I stand.
Look, we know
I was reading about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. today and his brain worms.
Yeah.
It was pretty fucked up too. But then again, you look at someone like JFK. He was banging Marilyn Monroe, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, I can't believe he's doing it." Really? Look at him. I would be fucking too.
He was married.
He was married. I don't care. That's ever stopped someone. Like he just did it the wrong way. He shouldn't have done it like in front of people. Like if you're balls deep in Marilyn Monroe, probably not high-fiving your Secretary of Defense at the same time is a smart idea. Oh, can you take a memo for me, Sharon? I'm just kind of in the middle of this lady.
Yeah. No.
But and that's me being a centrist. But going back to making people tick, it's we're a fucking strange bag, and we all find something in common, which is.
But everyone gets on, and why can't, to paraphrase that paragon of virtue? What's he? And started the LA riots. What was his name?
Rodney King.
Floyd.
Dead now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, why can't we all just get along?
Yeah. It was no, that wasn't
Rodney King.
Yeah.
Rodney
That's
King.
what I said. I said Rodney King. And you went, nah.
Hey.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Right,
Rodney, why can't we all just get along? Well, we all do here. Why can't the rest of the world do it?
Didn't Kamal say that too at one stage? You might have been paraphrasing.
No, why is everybody so unkind?
That's
what he said.
Yeah.
Well, now he's stalking women. That's what you get.
Yeah, well.
Stop being unkind. Oh, it's Kamal's going to fall into the toilets.
Kamal isn't going to sniff your hair if you're under 12.
That you're aware of.
Probably.
Secret Agent Ness, according to here that I believe you're next.
I want to become an expert instantly in earning buttloads of money and doing sweet FA to get it. Why? Because I'm not a dumbass.
I like it.
Speaking of dumbasses, I was on a night shift out in Melbourne's northwest. There was a drug-affected person, a chemically enhanced, I like to call it.
Chemically enhanced superhero?
I'm not sure of his sexual orientation, but he was. Someone gave him a wedgie earlier in the day, and he didn't fix it.
In his top pants.
Yeah. And he was harassing us for cigarettes. But he did describe us all as dumbasses because our asses are dumb.
That makes a lot of sense. If they weren't,
I thought that was. Yeah. I thought, well, if I've got anything out of this interaction, it's that.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Talking about weird things, dumbasses, and chemically enhanced people, and then wondering what makes the world tick. When I was in Chicago, I went into the suburb of Boys Town. And for those that don't know, Chicago's Boys Town, it's an odd place. High crime, high, what is that guy doing? Type scenario. And it was on our way to a Halloween party, and I'm dressed in a lime green jumpsuit with a backpack with an antenna hanging out of it and a headset on because I was an astronaut, right? Like that was it. And they go, "Oh, you'll have to go in there and get your cigarettes." And I'm dressed like this, thinking everyone's just going to point and laugh at me. That's okay. I'm used to that shit. But it was the other way around. I walked in there thinking I was going to be the weird one. These people weren't in costume. And I'm like, fuck me, where am I? This is like the greatest place ever. And I want to get out of it as soon as I can.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I didn't belong. Like it was the only time in my life. I'm like, well, obviously I'm not part of the clique. I'm out of here. So one of you's got 3.9 million, one of you has 4 million. What do you guys want to do with your points? Do you want to snort them? Do you want to give them away? Do you want to eat them?
I'll donate them to a costume shop in Boys Town.
Costume shop in Boys Town.
I'll donate mine to a membership for Nick.
No.
Someone buy parking a membership because I don't know how to do it.
No, what you've got to do is I found out you've got to turn on accept gifts in your.
That's why he didn't get one.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, but it might only be for the channel setting. Yeah.
Right. Well, Boys Town's getting 4 million points and 3.9 million points are going to the Parking Needs a Membership Fund, which is also known as your superannuation fund.
Yay!
Let's just jump straight in.
So just latest statistics on Chicago. Year to date, shot and killed 146, 667 shot and wounded.
Beautiful.
Go Chicago.
Week in progress, 27 shot and wounded, 5 shot and killed. This month we're only 10 days in.
Yeah.
Person shot every 3 hours, 48 minutes, and murdered every 18 hours. Go Chicago.
Yeah. Oh, that's yesterday.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Let's see.
Hey, Jason,
what the nation. All right, leading the charge tonight for if you could be an expert in something, what would it be and why? Radis, Haddis. No, hang on a minute. I forgot to click the all comment button. There we go. Luke reckons understanding women because no one understands them and he would be a billionaire.
I understand me.
Well, I think I understand you.
Yeah. I think you get me.
Yeah. You think?
Have you told him your fear of toilet snakes? Yeah. Okay, moving on. Every woman that I have ever met has a fear of toilet snakes, and if she hasn't told you that she has a fear of toilet snakes barking, she doesn't trust you yet.
Oh, well.
I learned that the hard way. Why don't you just because there's toilet snakes? No, there's not.
They're the women equivalent of drop bears.
Am I right, Secret Agent S? Kind of in the back of your head, I'm pretty sure there's a toilet snake, and I don't want to get bitten.
Not my own home. Not my own home.
There we go. But there is an irrational fear there of toilet snakes. I'm going to do a census right now to every woman that is watching this show currently. Sound off in the comments. Are you frightened of toilet snakes? You'll be surprised how many women go, yeah, absolutely.
I'd be terrified if I encountered one. I can tell you that.
I'm with you, Lena. Toilet spiders. Although you are in the right place to shit yourself.
Yeah.
And you've seen the spiders we get in this country.
Yeah, they don't hold back. Pretty in Pink reckons Formula One aerodynamics.
You'd be rich as fuck.
Yeah.
You certainly bloody would be.
100%. Yep.
Ivy would like.
One. Oh, could they make it more boring, please?
IV reckons an expert therapist because, unlike most therapists, he actually cares about people and not the money. And he knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Oh,
100%. Yep.
well, let's pay him to do that.
Yeah, let's.
Yep.
Peter to the max.
I reckon IV would be a great therapist.
Yeah, I think it would be.
Yeah, because he's a listener.
He is. He certainly is a listener.
He can listen. And, actually cares as opposed to therapists.
Peter to the max, killing and getting away with it. Very cool.
Oh,
I'm glad he added the lol at the end.
Yeah.
I'm wondering who he wants to kill.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm sure there's a
Oh,
list.
right.
I think we've all got a list somewhere.
Yeah, have a what?
Not written down.
Your ass is definitely not done.
Fur Missile's in the house. Hello, Fur Missile. Good morning, evening to you.
Yeah.
Ballerina. She would be the dumb ass wiper because there are a lot of dumb asses out there.
Dumb ass whisperer.
Oh, Whisperer. Sorry, thank you very much. It's the old eyesight. Yes, there is a fair whack of. That's pretty much what a current therapist is, isn't it?
Nah, they just churn out more dumbasses who are more confused than when they went in.
This is very, very, very true.
Yes, Jane.
Mike reckons medicine or medicine, depending where you're from in the world.
Or whether you ever notice that doctors always say medicine.
Medicine, yes, because that's the correct
and
pronunciation.
Police always in this country, if they're talking amongst themselves, say police, like they'll have the O out.
Yeah, this is
It's
true.
like a secret code that they use, and if you don't say medicine, you can't be a doctor.
Yeah, well, you can't be a true medical professional.
Yeah.
That's why I say medicine. That's the only way I can get into the doctor's lounge. It's the code when they're asking, "What do we prescribe?" I'm like, "Medicine." Like, fucking, he's obviously a doctor.
Yeah, right. Yep. Grab your pina colada.
Yeah, I wouldn't know if Mike wants to be an expert in medicine or in pharmaceuticals.
Oh,
yeah.
Ooh, that would be a pharmacist. Yeah. My official drug dealer or drug supplier, he's really good at his job. Really happy with it.
You can make a lot of money out of pharmaceuticals. You can make plenty of money out of medicine as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the best thing about it is because he's a pharmacist, it's not all just about medicine. I asked him what I should do to fix the pH balance in my pool, and he's like, add chlorate. And I'm like, mind blown.
Yeah.
Mind fucking blown. I know. Yeah. I'm not technically a pool expert, but I would suggest this.
William George Fraser takes photos of spiders on his hand.
Oh. I do. I like it when I know the spiders.
Come over here and try that.
Yeah. When I was in Michigan, when there is no snake or spider that could kill you, and once I realized that, I became Steve Irwin out of fucking nowhere. I'm like, whacking a spider.
Even I would.
Yeah. Like, this thing cannot kill me. It wants to, but it can't. So I'm going to fuck with it.
Yeah.
Just don't call your Australian cousins and tell them what I got up to.
Yeah.
I get back and there's a few spiders at the airport, with bats just.
Yeah, tapping all over their toes.
Yeah. There he is.
There's my nightmare booked in for the night.
Radius had us another point. Military aircraft design. Could be a billionaire. The way the government just throws money around. Fucking oath.
Yeah.
F-35.
I was about to say, you don't even have to be that good at it.
Yeah.
They don't even have to be fit for purpose.
I was reading just the other week that they have only just managed to get the F-35 done with 140 rounds to aim.
Oh,
and that was a US model, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I presume ours, one of our 73 of the dogs that we bought. I presume ours are fucked and like, if you aim at a ship, you might hit it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm with you there, Matthew.
Well, Wolf Queen designed this one. It's got a butterfly on it. So,
Oh.
yeah, it works beautifully. That's probably better than the F-35 right now. It stayed upright.
Oh, there you go. Dustin Brown, reclusive Black Widow in Texas. Both fucking spiders. Fuck spiders.
Yeah, no, I won't do that. 37 reckons languages, understanding everything and getting a cushy government translator's job.
Yeah, yeah, that was going to be my answer. And, well, 37 beat me to it, yeah.
Beat you to it.
But, yeah, languages always interest me. Yeah. Yeah, and having a government job, that'd be fucking awesome. You can't get sacked.
Yeah.
Fuck up as bad as you want, and no one cares.
Even better, you could work for the UN.
Oh, God, I'd white out those cunts so bad. Destruction from within.
Kimatron reckons, and this is my answer as well. We've had this conversation a few times. Every instrument, so you can pick up any instrument and be able to play it perfectly. That is exactly what I want as well. Just know how to do it. Just pick it up instantly and go, well, now I know how to do this.
Yeah. I was going to say that, and then I thought, yeah, well, I don't know. Would you have to give anything up for it?
No, you just pick it up and play the instrument.
Oh, fuck it. That's my answer too.
Jody Girl. Oh, sorry.
Nah, too late.
Jody Girl reckons to automatically know how to play every video game that you've never played before.
Wow, there's that little society. So
up, down, left, right, start, select.
Yeah, fantastic.
I think I just gave out the extra life cheat code for the original Mario Brothers. Up, down, left, right, A, B, start, select. There you go. Yeah, that's it. That's
IDKFA. That'll test them out.
That's some old cheat stuff. What was that?
Doom.
What? Oh, Doom. Yeah. Oh, Wolfenstein. That's right.
Nah, Doom.
Oh, the original Doom. Yeah. Okay, right.
Yeah. IDD QD, I think, was invulnerability. Yeah. And IDKFA was kill fucking anything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby.
Tarantula?
A tarantula. Finishing up question number. Finishing up question number 2, which brings us to the end of question time, is Wolf Queen with every language, because if you didn't like someone, you could speak a different language and they wouldn't understand you.
Oh, like they do in the Korean nail shops.
Yeah.
or anywhere.
Yeah, pretty much everywhere.
Kebab shops.
You could learn exactly how the Pakistanians made that nuclear weapon.
Yeah, that's right.
Pakistanians, yeah.
You go down to the local kebab shop or 7-Eleven or whatever.
Oh, Wolfenstein 3D.
I love Wolfenstein 3D. Oh, on disc, yeah, baby. On that note, it does bring us to the end of another great episode. That's it.
Yeah.
You're kidding, it's only been 20 minutes.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Traveling Nick.
You watch, Secret Agent S is going to go straight from the couch to double check the toilet before she goes to bed.
No. In the middle of the night, I don't even turn the light on.
Comfortable. Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Do what I do. Play it safe. Do it outside just in case. Yeah, no, I've got a less chance of being bitten by a snake out here than in the toilet. I'm just going to put it out there.
Couldn't you use like your trouser snake to combat it?
I beat my trouser snake so hard yesterday. I got so sick it threw up. Oh gosh. On that note, thank you very, very much, every single one of you that do enjoy being part of the show on a Friday. It is absolutely phenomenal. Really do appreciate it. And thanks to everyone who joined us. I think it was Thursday last week where where I went live to look at the police smashing some fucking skulls at the universities. That was a good live stream. I enjoyed that. Did a full live stream. Was when the coppers went, well, now we're going to have to just punch your head in. And the poor fuckheads at the university, they went the 3 little piggies option, and they never got to point 3. They only got the little piggy 2, where they went, well, obviously wood is the strongest of all material that we can build our encampment with. But the pigs, not pigs, the cops went, I think that's going to work. So they huffed and puffed and blew it all down. That's what happens when you use the little piggies. At least the guys in New York went, well, how about we go inside where the bricks are? And I'm going to be honest, not one cop did I see knock down one of those walls.
Hey, there you go. Yeah.
And they brought fire extinguishers to a rubber bullet fight, so that didn't end up too great for them.
Well,
yeah,
whatever. Try harder next.
Go and watch that live stream, because there is a great video where the news crew cuts to a sergeant that thoroughly enjoys his job. It just cuts to him. He's got a flashbang launcher, and he's just standing off with a smile on his face, going thunk and load and thunk. He's just laughing to himself like, this is the greatest day ever. I have waited months to pull this trigger, and here we are. I finally get to do it.
Yeah.
We only bought these yesterday, and I tell you, they are fucking awesome.
A 40 mil grenade launcher. Nice and easy.
Yeah, 40 Mike, boom, boom. Go watch that video. You'll see him. He's so fucking happy.
Love the sound they make too. Boom.
Yeah. Go on, halfway through that video, I reckon it is. Find him, and he's just having the time of his life. He's having the best day. All the other cops are busy knocking down the wooden panels and stuff. He's just standing off going, oh, this is the benefit of being the boss.
Yep. Boom.
Can I have one of them, such? No, it's way too important for you to play with.
Boom.
Think you will.
On the far side of the studio, he's, of course, our Hall of Famer. That is the Lord of Rock and Roll and King of all that is metal. It is fucking Nick.
Thank you, Captain. Good evening, nation. I hope you all had fun, and I hope you have a good week.
I hope they have a good week as well. I'm going to throw that in there as well.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And if you don't, we'll know about it next Friday. You're going to be in trouble.
No, you won't. We'll cheer you up twice.
Yay!
Fuck yeah.
Yay for twice. Right there in the centre part of the studio. She's, of course, the regal lady that represents the Udall and Crochet division. She is the fiery redhead herself, Secret Agent.
That's me. Have a great week, everyone. Don't go on a protest unless you really have to.
Yeah.
Just don't take a fire extinguisher to a rubber bullet fight. That's all I'm saying. Step up to the mark. If you can get hands on a 40 mic, take one. They seem like really good fun. Super Psychers are not going to help you in this situation.
No.
Well, a huge thank you to literally each and every one of you that do tune in, week out, and watch all of our other videos here on the channel as well. Like yesterday's video that went up 11,000 views in under 24 hours. That is phenomenal. So thank you very, very much for that.
Oh,
everyone that watches
you're pretty fucking awesome yourself, brother.
He is pretty good, isn't he? Look at him. There he is.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. There he is. What a nice guy. Everyone's a nice person that we talk to here on this show. Everyone. Even the
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just does me
head in.
Rowdy.
It's a
does me in every week. Everyone's just really nice.
Yeah.
Very, very
great.
Yeah. Well, we're going to leave you with the wonderful passing words which have been handed down from generation upon generation, which is simply you have been the Nightcap Nation. I've been your captain. And until next Friday, the Nightcap. It's a lot better than
shouting in the studio.
Good night, down off me lawn.